Indy 1031, that is Taylor Dane. I'll be your shelter in honor of Tig Notaro, my special guest for this
hour. Did I pass away?
Yes, you did, as a matter of fact.
Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro, R.I.P. She is my special guest for the entire first hour of our special 2-hour anniversary show here.
I think we only have 1 minute left. I'm looking at the clock.
Well, we may go over a little bit. I don't know. And,
no.
We also have Jesse Ventura and Huell Hauser both here.
Just
hello, gentlemen.
looking.
That's right. We're here searching for the truth.
I'm just searching for anything.
And all show special guests will be dropping by. We'll have the Mighty Boosh's Rich Fulcher will be here coming up in the next hour. And we have an open invitation for anyone to... Wait a minute. Who's this?
Scott, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Who is this here?
I wanted to wish you a very happy anniversary.
Bob! How are you, Bob?
I couldn't let a milestone for my stepson like this pass without taking 7 buses down to see you.
Bob Ducca, I want to say hello. How are you? This is my ex-stepfather, Bob Ducca. How are you, my friend?
Legal ex.
Yes. You were married to my mother...
For 7 months, 7 beautiful months.
7 months, 7 years ago.
Correct.
And we've stayed in touch.
That's right. I've tried very hard to stay in touch with you. I found that difficult.
I like to keep a distance between me and the fans, so maybe you had trouble scaling that wall.
I have a lot of trouble scaling walls. In fact, I would have been here sooner, but I fell asleep in the handicapped bathroom.
You don't say.
Yes.
What happened in there?
I just find tile relaxing.
So, Bob, what's been going on with you? Since you were on the show last, we learned a lot about you. You like to go to remote-controlled motorboat regattas. Have you been to any since?
Yes, I went to a regatta in Long Beach recently, only to find that the pond had been drained.
And how many boats did you bring to that one that you were unable to use?
I brought 19 boats.
Oh, that is a shame. Right. Did you have to rent some sort of a trailer for that, or you?
I did, but I use my trailers are to scale, so I had 19 small trailers
that you were towing behind your regular-sized car.
Well, I had to have a friend drive me
because of your ailments.
Yes, I have extra sensitive finger pads, which makes driving virtually impossible.
Now, by the way, how's Kevin Fuck? You talked about him.
Kevin Fuck is doing great.
Mm-hmm.
His elbow dried up, and
is that good news or bad news?
That's great news. He
had okay, good. We didn't know how to react here in the studio.
Oh my God, his elbow dried up?
Yeah.
Not
wet elbow.
Kevin.
Wet elbow runs in his family.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't
Dutch.
mention that last time. He's Dutch, really. I
yes.
wondered where that name is from.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin. What else has been going on, Bob? Thank you so much for dropping by and making the trip out here.
Absolutely.
Where do you live again? I can never remember.
I live in Castaic.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Beautiful Castaic, California.
Have you been there, Huell?
Well, of course. I've rowed a little seashine boat. I've put elf shoes on little elf actors. I fish for mountain trout.
Really? Do you guys know each other, by the way, Bob?
I do
and
not,
Huell?
but you seem like a very intriguing man.
Well, hi, I'm Huell Hauser. What is it you just have all this tragedy?
Well, I don't look at it as tragedy. I look at it as an endless opportunities for growth.
Oh, boy. So these sad things that happen are actually you enjoy?
That's the way I've chosen to see it.
Oh, that is just fascinating. So you choose to see something that's not true to make yourself feel better.
That
yes,
is a
sir.
lot like religion, Huell.
What is that?
I hate to get deep on it. Yeah, we'll get into what religion is another show. I think we only have another hour.
I do live in Castaic.
Mirrors and religion next.
Yeah, mirrors and religion. That is a new podcast that I'm starting. Mirrors and religion.
Smoke
That'll be coming
and mirrors and religion.
Bob, what's been going on?
Well, Scott, my health has not been the best.
I'm sorry.
Is it the elbow drying?
No, luckily I do not suffer from wet elbow. I would knock on wood, although I suffer from puff knuckle as well.
I hate to laugh, but do you understand that that's a funny sounding condition?
I do.
That must be hard to struggle with something so horrible, I'm assuming. It sounds horrible and funny.
It is horrible. I haven't gotten to the point where I find it funny yet, but
Puff knuckle?
puff knuckle.
Why don't you say it a few times? It'll start to sound funny.
But anytime he says it, the other condition that he has in his throat acts up.
Yes.
What is that?
I have I grew retainers in my teeth. I have a thick coating of plastic.
So Bob, what you say your health is not good other than those things. What's been going on?
Well, Scott, I have a list of ailments, and if I could, I'd like to. You know, one of the things that Joseph Campbell taught us is to give names to our enemies.
Right.
And I've been diagnosed with several disorders and syndromes.
Okay.
And
I'd
a
love
few
to hear 'em.
conditions. And I'd like to say some of them now, just as a way to again give them less power and to let maybe one of your hundreds of listeners know that they're not alone, because I'm sure that other people suffer from this as well.
All right, well, go ahead and read some of that list then. All
right.
It's not a long list, I would think. So, yeah, be my guest.
The following are some of the conditions, syndromes, complexes, and general discomforts of me.
Can you slow down? I want to make sure I get these.
The following conditions.
I think she was being sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, just skip to the conditions.
Restless leg syndrome. Okay. Fibromyalgia. High fiber fibromyalgia. Hot tub foot.
Hot tub foot?
Hot tub foot.
Hot tub foot?
Hot tub foot.
Hot tub foot.
Lou Gehrig's disease. Lou Barlow's disease. Lucy Lou flu. Advanced moist shin disorder. I have a hypertolerance to lactose. Urinary tract infection. Urinary tract infection. Trickle nipple. Thick urine syndrome. Habsburg cholera. Clogged arteries. Dropsy. Dry lip. Intestinal colic. I'm allergic to indoor toilets. I'm a sufferer of milk leg, loofah rash, bone worm, selective fatigue syndrome, hepatitis R, irritable bowel syndrome, spastic ear discharge, pubic lice, amphibial rabies, anglocentric sickle cell anemia, scabies, rabies, Mickey Rooney sugar babies, tarnished yam simplex.
Guys, it's not funny.
Sorry.
I understand. You know,
No,
laughter, the vibrations of laughter are good for me. Swollen perineum, chronic shame disorder, larval penis, dirt belly, Parkinson's disease, valet Parkinson's disease, parallel Parkinson's disease, Parker Posey pox, pear ubu, canine-derived hip dysplasia, selective albinism. I suffer from scrotal migraines, a prolapsed navel, and, of course, puff knuckle.
And you know what's so funny? You're probably going to outlive all of us.
Yeah.
You're one of those.
You're one of those guys who just keeps on going, though, I have to say, yeah.
Your spirit
I have been
is-
diagnosed as hard to kill.
You and Wesley Snipes,
Except for
I
your
think.
spirit.
It's wonderful to hear that you're one of the courageous survivors of parallel Parkinson's.
Yes.
Along with me. The struggle is hard, but I salute you.
Right.
Did not know that you had that, Jesse.
Well, it often goes with strokes.
You know what I think you also might have? Is carpool tunnel syndrome.
I do suffer from carpool tunnel syndrome. That's
Yeah.
why I have to take the bus.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, thank you so much for dropping by. Will you be able to hang out for a little while?
Yes. Well, my bus pass just ran out,
Oh, it was just revoked.
so I have to
right
stay
before-
here till Tuesday.
You
Tuesday next.
and Amy Man.
Correct.
Till Tuesday is a little play on her old band name.
I
I'm
don't
not
get
familiar with that
Okay.
program.
Does she sing Taylor Dane songs?
Exclusively. All right, so you can stick around, right?
Yes, I have to do my sighing exercises, so
Okay.
I might just.
Yeah, please do those in the corner over
It's
there.
the only way I can get any physical exercise.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to come right back. When we come back, it'll be our second hour of Comedy Death Ray with the Mighty Boosh's Rich Fulcher, among others. Stick around. This is Comedy Death Ray, Indy 1031.